tonight's PLR race in the F2. Tonight we are in China, and it looks like it's going to be, is that full wets? I wasn't quite able to see.
Yeah, it's full wets.
Full wets.
I think there's only one set of compound for the F2 on wets.
Full wet race here today.
And Astrod, Toad, Monster and Driver have been disqualified from formation lap.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the qualifying on, but it's only a one shot, and this is what it looks like at the moment. Jackson managed to grab pole.
Yeah, by about 6/10 of a second.
Alpha Stuns, then Shane just behind him. Right, that should be everything ready to go now.
Oh, Jackson.
Oh.
And spin. Clipping the grass.
That's unfortunate. Losing it
when
there.
Trying to warm up his tyres.
It's better now than doing it in the race, so hopefully he gets that out of his system from now on.
But Jackson is gonna be waiting a long time for Clement to get to the actual line, and he's spun again. I said Jackson will be waiting quite a bit for other people to get ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's going to be too happy about that.
Yeah, but everyone's tyres in the top, maybe top 10 are going to be really cold.
There you go, the three drivers. The three drivers that were disqualified.
Do you want to do lights out, or am I doing lights out?
You can do it. Driver, Monster and Toad could be in trouble here. There I am in Mazepin's car.
Yeah.
I'm not actually racing it, put me in that for some reason. There we go.
We've just been waiting now, I guess. Tyres are really cold. Alright, well, we are ready now. I cannot see the lights at the moment. Here we go.
There we go.
It's 4 lights, 5 lights, and it is lights out, and away we go. Jackson trying to get a good start off the line with Alpha. Already jumping him off the start because it's called
Oh, there's a collision.
Alpha leads into turn 1, and there's a collision at the back.
Oh, another collision into turn 1. Well, going into turn 2.
Sliding around with these cold tyres now. There's wings flying off everywhere.
Looks like coconuts.
See, oh, I'm trying to make a move now. Jackson all the way down in 14th from pole.
Yeah, that's
overtaken by Driver, who's made up 6 positions at the moment.
That is unfortunate.
Jackson has moved all the way down to 13th. People cannot see anything now. Monster going off the track. Jackson up into 13th place, out down. Alpha currently running away with it, 1.3 seconds ahead already. And there's not going to be DRS, but that slipstream will help a lot in this weather. You have a lot of overtaking. Ooh, Kevo trying to go down the inside on Mag, making a lot of contact between there, trying to give as much space as possible. But Mag does back off in the end. Now Sandbrook coming on, and Mag gonna go for a dive bomb. He will not. But Kevo going really deep into the corner, but still keeping the inside line. Mag wants to get the throttle, but it's kind of hard in this thing. That's Brooke coming back at Mag. Not making the move.
Oh, what a move by 6 Mag on the outside of Kevo. What a move.
Oh, Kevo trying to go around the outside on the hairpin on Mag again. There's a lot of battle going on, and Sandbrook trying to get in the mix. Losing out. Comet also losing out. Jackson right behind Comet. in 11th place and 10th place. Currently it's a battle for 7th. Any penalties? No, just collect them in 5 seconds. We have Jack that moved 10 positions on lap 2. How was your AI's in 8th making an overtake on Toad?
Yeah, my AI's loving it at the minute. By the looks of it, I might actually win. I might get a win without even
Jackson,
racing.
dude, trying to go around the outside. No, down the inside, sorry. I'm trying to get the better exit. No one behind him. Don't know what happened to, oh, spin. Right. Yeah, the leaderboard's pretty glitching out at the moment. Jack was never in 7th.
Yeah, it's the...
Pushed everyone down, made the... But yeah, it says your AI's winning when they're not.
Lap 3 glitch. And here we go, back.
Yeah, the glitch, not Astrod, is in the... Yeah, alright, so these actual positions now.
Oh, Jackson!
Oh, Jackson's spinning!
Oi, oi, oi.
And there goes our pole sitter.
Folksy.
Reset it to track. Reset to track illegal?
Only if it causes...
reset to track illegal?
No, only if it causes, any
it goes to the
hold
reset
up
track.
in anyone else's. Yeah, it depends. Like I say, if it intervenes anyone else's race, then it is. But there, it looked like it didn't.
People just went, yeah. People just went right through him when you go. We have Kinetic trying to go down the inside, going onto the straight, making a lot of contact there, hitting the banging wheels. Monster side by side now. Kinetic down the inside, getting a really good exit. Just not getting a solution with Owen. Monster is now. It's going to be maybe head up to 3. No, 2 wide.
Oh, Kevo, well done there to avoid that.
Contact.
Blind me.
Monster hitting the back of Owen. They're not teammates, are they? No.
Nope.
It's weird. Now
A
Owen running wide, so it's
Monster.
Kennedy is going to take advantage and go into 10th place. Not in the points position, I believe. It's top 8. But we see Alpha 2.4 seconds in front. With Jack in 3rd, King in 2nd. You have more spins. See somebody ghosted.
Oh, Owen just going a bit wide. Can Monster make up? Nope, just recovery. Just recovering in time there from Owen.
We on lap 3? We are out. Says lap 3 last lap.
I believe this is the real lap 3, yes. Before lap 3, it counts the formation lap as a lap, and then it resets as you go on to the real lap 3. Not sure why, but just another broken part of this game.
Trying to get Kevo trying to keep up with TKD and the rest in front, trying to get into that point position. And we finish 8th. We'll start on pole for the feature race. Currently, Alpha will win this race at the moment, still gaining a lot of time, up to 2.5 seconds. Low battle, Shane trying to overtake Sam at the moment. We'll try and get a good exit out of turn... I don't know what the number is actually. But there goes Toad, retired. DNF'd.
That's unfortunate for Toad. He's not going to be very happy with that.
Now, Shane going 2 wide now through the straight, trying to make the overtake side by side.
Who's going to break? Who's going to be the late at the last?
Particularly an overtake, but Sam is going to be the later breaker. Maybe go for the switchback. No, Shane cuts the little bit of the corner.
Oh,
Sam does get better exit and slams into the back of Shane. Very dodgy there, but both come out okay. Now Sam going really wide. Now Shane's going to come back at him on the straight. He will.
Traction.
But here comes TKD as well.
Following Shane through. Sam Brooks loses
Sam
2
positions. 2
positions.
positions.
That's unfortunate. Just Coconut's looking up the inside of Jack here.
Now TKD. Oh, I don't know what happened there, but apparently TKD underneath Shane's car. We will try and make the overtake still. Sam Brooks scraping the
Very
rear.
nicely done.
Go to the back. Anything happening at the back? No, everyone just really spread the back now. The front and Coconut loses out to Jack.
Not sure, didn't catch that, but it looked... Oh,
Ooh, Coconut almost got into the back of Jack.
These two are getting so close to each other throughout this race. Just Coconut wants that
Yeah,
position
it
back.
is a little battle with the between 12 and 6 at the moment. They're pretty tight up here. Trying to overtake each other.
Lovely, lovely overtake there from Coconuts.
Jackson's still trying to maybe get points after his disaster at turn 1. I mean, lap 1. Ever will have this from Sandberg. Look at TKD and Shane will get out of this battle between Sandberg, Kevo, Canetti, and Jackson. Kevo looking for that 8th spot, the point spot, and to go on pole.
6 mag
in the
Jack
feature
as well
at the moment. And Jackson does overtake. No,
let's see if Jack can attack back into the
Wait,
turn here, the hairpin.
Oh, Canetti spun. I didn't realise Jackson's been promoted to 10th now.
6 mag a little bit of
spin, but Kevo now going on the rear of Sam.
a little bit of connection.
Try to get better
with
exit. Yeah, TKD has fallen back a bit off of Shane. But Jack has lost out 2 positions.
Yep, 6 mag managed to get him down the back straight and then outbrake him into the hairpin and get the better traction as well. Very nice from 6 mag there. He'll be happy with that.
Yes, Bristol. Now Jackson not close enough to make a move into turn 1. They're going to get the power a bit early, go down the inside. Bit slidey. He's not going to be able to do it though. Kevo now closes off and goes back onto the racing line.
That's difficult enough in the dry, let alone in wet conditions.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely looking up the inside of Kipper though, wants to get him out of the way. Same with 6 mags and Coconuts here.
Yeah, it looks like Alpha's just running away. He's got way more pace than everybody else in this track. Well, he does have the fastest lap, does he not? He does.
Yep, I believe so. Kevo looks like he might be looking to get at Jackson. Almost going for a bit of a switch back there, but Jackson just brakes and covers it off.
Yeah, Jackson does overtake Kevo into 9th position. Kevo's going to try to come back at him, having to brake a bit going into that corner. Not getting the better exit of Jackson. Jackson's now going to chase Sandberg. That is his teammate. It's not, is it not? It's really similar colours. Oh, Jackson again!
Ooh.
Losing the car going into the corner.
Let's see if Kevo can get any better traction here. Can Kevo get better traction? That's Shane with the, I believe, the first penalty. Or no, Clement already has one. Clement
he got 5 seconds for something at the start.
5, quite possibly went into the pits, maybe.
But it looks like Comet will try over Monster here. Gets literally on the back straight.
That would have been speeding in the pit lane there
Monster
for Clement.
close off the gap.
Kevo,
He's going to get
dives.
the late breakers.
Oh, good move. Jackson just holds the outside, gets a better traction. Let's see who can get the better exit down to the pit straight. Jackson runs wide.
Owen finally picking up a penalty for his running wide at final corner.
Oh, Jackson launching it down the inside of his teammate, Sam Brooks.
He will go for it again, maybe making a bit of contact. No, it's not his teammate. It's Trident versus Shrews. Just same colours on the leaderboard.
Is it? I thought they were... Oh yeah, you're right.
That's what I thought the first stop, but look, you can see on the halo.
Oh! Kevo hits the
Jackson
back
gets the
wheel of
better
Jackson.
exit out of that corner.
Jackson, yeah.
Into 8th.
Very nicely done.
Oh,
Kevo's having a bit of trouble and Owen takes advantage. Folks, you're right on the back of the monster here.
C2 Alpha and King. King has gained about 7 tenths since last looked at Alpha.
TKD,
and there's Coconuts.
putting pressure on Shane.
Yeah, it's a 1-3 for... Is that... Yeah, that's Dams, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Dictum and... Yeah. Jack still in 5th place. Oh, almost losing the rear, going into that corner. Shane going deep. TKD man still chasing. No battles going on. Kevo trying to make back the overtake on Owen, having to lift off the throttle.
Just over a
Not
third.
getting a good exit.
Just over a third of the
Comet
way.
maybe getting a touch no monster gets a really good exit out of that corner. Just to stay ahead.
Astraud will not be happy with that. P4 down to 20th. The winners, Sandbrook 7 places up, Jack Sheehan 7 places up.
Did he spin?
I would assume he spun earlier, which is why he pitted. Because he has pitted already. He's gone down 16 positions.
Oh, and there he goes again. Just saving it though.
He can't be happy with that.
Struggling a lot on the
right on the back of Monster, and he goes into the
looks like
pits.
he's chasing. Oh, there goes Jack on 6 mag.
And TKD
Down inside on turn 1.
on the inside of Shane as well. Jack gets, yeah, all 6 mag can't retain that
Moves
position.
at turn 1. Looks like 6 mag is going to get a better exit out of here slipstream. Will he go for the dive? He will not go for the dive.
He thought better of that. Very nice.
Well,
always nice
for
to
that
see
better
drivers
exit, Jack
doing that.
losing in the rear a tiny bit.
Shane, can he get
But so far,
TKD?
Jack has played the best so far. Oh, Shane gonna go around the outside? No, he's not. He's gonna back out a bit. Better exit gonna go around the outside of this corner? No, he will not. Touching the rear wheel a bit. We'll back off a bit and let TKD man get that position so far.
As long as he's able to stay on the gearbox of TKD, he can get the slipstream down the back straight. Let's see what 6 mag's able to do here on Jack. Folksy, 3 seconds.
Trying to chase down. So far Shane is in 8th place with freezing time penalty to his name. Sandbrook has fallen behind on Jackson, and looks like Owen is going to try get him soon. There's Kevo dropping back a bit.
We'll try and get TKD.
Monster and Comet.
He's making up time. He's making up time. Will he go for the inside, outside, inside? Will he break later? Who breaks latest? Looks like very similar.
At the same time, really.
That's a great move by
TKD
Shane.
does lose out, but will no stick it around the outside. Both losing the rear, and it will be side by side into this corner.
Oh
no, and
Shane
has gone into the pits. It's left with TKD and Jackson with a little battle going into turn 1. Alpha has pitted as well, so has King.
A lot of people going in for their pit stops.
Taking good pit stops at the moment. 8 laps to go. Coconut's been brought to P1. Jack to P2. Currently he's in a net P4 with Jack and Coconut in P3. There's a yellow flag incident. It looks at turn 1.
Not sure what's happened there. There's no crashes, no one losing out.
Is it 2 AIs going together? No, it is your AI and Domed Vista.
Seems okay.
Side by side. So Jackson's going to try and make the move on TKD man. Trying to get a better exit. We will not get him
gets
at the
great
corner.
traction out of there. Very, very nice.
But losing a bit out on it, Jackson's going to try squeeze. Just not able to get it at the moment. Still holding back on TKD. Oh, TKD losing the rear, which is allowing Jackson to get a massive exit. But no, TKD still gets their exit out of the corner.
TKD seems very comfortable with his.
Oh, Jackson. TKD losing the rear, and there goes Jackson.
I don't think it's TKD to pull up so quick there.
Yeah. Jackson touched the rear, making TKD lose the car a bit. Jackson does get a good exit out that corner, so does TKD trying to chase him, not going into the slipstream though.
Well, as I was about to say before
Jackson
that incident,
in the dirty air.
TKD seems to have very good traction in the way. He seems very confident. So it's going to be a good fight between him and Jackson here. Jackson cutting that corner massively.
I think that might be the one, yeah. That could be a 1 from Jackson. Jackson getting a better traction out of that. Maybe going into the pits. He will, both of them are. Jackson glad to get the move before pitting, so he will stay in front of TKD. Onto the grass he goes. We're picking up a pen to go to the pits with Jack and Coconut's also in. Let's see if Alpha has got this undercut. Oh yeah, 100% has got this undercut. I'll wait for King to pass everyone into second place. Comet and Owen still out on their tyres. So yeah, it is a pitting lap right now.
And we can see on my screen everyone that has pitted. There's still a few people to pit. The two
We'll look at the
leaders
stops now. We still have.
still need pitting. So Alpha is in net P1 here. And Kennedy sets the fastest lap with a 2:0.7.
Yeah, people picking up all 6 mag. Very much losing the car there.
Shane's right on the gearbox here of Jackson. He's going to want that position.
Wait, did 6 mag always been in front of Jack? He didn't, was he?
I think he got
6
out
mag has
ahead
jumped
of the pit
Jack
stop.
and
I'm not
Jackson.
sure. Not sure at all.
Yeah, well that's a very, very good undercut by Mag. Jumping Jack and Jackson. And Shane also in the mix at the moment with Jackson in front of him. Shane will try to get the better exit out of here. Looks like he will get in some stream. No, Jackson does get a better exit out of the corner. Ooh, Shane going deep into the corner, trying to get a good exit now. Spirit spread up now after the pit stops. Owen and Comet should be boxing this lap.
Jackson gets a good exit out of that corner, good launch.
Yep, there we go. Now, Alpha will be in P1 by quite a long mile. But King has gained a lot on Alpha.
He has, there we go, Owen.
It was
Folksy pit. Let's see how much damage that late pit's going to do to them.
Yeah, King putting in the fastest lap as well. Absolutely pushing the car. The limits. He's gained 2 seconds since we last. By Man Jackson freezing time penalty.
Seems
That's
that King would be similar to me. Oh, great launch by Kennedy round Sam Brooks there. Very nice. And they jump Folksy and Owen in the pits as well. Could be the last two to jump.
Oh,
Folksy,
Sam never go down the inside. Sam will go for it. He will go for it.
Well held.
Interesting right now, so we'll look at the POV of Kevo.
Oh, well held, wheel to wheel.
Trying to push him off track.
Can he get the switch back on Kennedy, which looks like he's aiming
Sam's
for?
getting a really good exit back from the lift off.
That's unfortunate. Good little battle there. If we skip ahead a couple of places now to Shane, still on the back of Jackson, he's going to be wanting to get him on the back straight here, if he can stay close enough for them.
We do have Jack in front, Jackson and Shane will want to get into that position. So, King has absolutely dug into Alpha's time.
He really is gaining a lot of time on him.
He is getting a lot closer. He has gained over 2.5 seconds
in Ilot's car
in these past laps. Ooh, almost is in the car. The Coconuts in third place. It is a 1-3 for Dan. Could be a 2-3. Once King overtakes, I will stay on board for King because it looks like he might go for an overtake on this lap.
That's a great
King putting in fastest laps and the fastest laps. Coming up to back Marco. Gonna sling it down the inside. Alpha leaving a lot of room. But contact in the wheel. So King will get the Alpha gets the better exit getting slipstream from Clement. Ghosting is on. Yeah, it is.
Oh, Jackson and Jack. Bit of contact on the wheels. Nobody's really damaged, luckily. And that stays how it is.
I've lost a bit of time to King.
Back and forward King. Now. Jackson going for another send and he gets it.
But it looks like he's gone too wide.
He sent it deep. Oh, Jack swings back out on him.
Jack,
and
Jack
Shane takes massive advantage of that. Shane says, yep, I'll have
Yeah,
you
that
both.
was wrong driving from Jack and Jackson.
Very nice
Both
from
at
Shane
fault
there.
for that. But Shane does take advantage of them both making mistakes.
Sort of Jack and Jackson fighting and decided to put them both in a fajita wrap and eat them for lunch. As we see King on the back of Alpha.
Yep. King does get the better exit, hitting hundredths. Moving into the fourth, into the 3/10 now.
Not going to be close enough to make a move here.
All about the exit on this corner now.
Both getting a very decent
No
exit
DRS,
there.
this is very difficult to overtake, but slipstream is a massive factor in F2 because of how big the rear wings in at the back.
There we go.
Now,
Another.
King gets a massive exit. He's going to go for the move.
He's going to go for it.
Pulls out inside. He's going to go for it. And he does, late braking. Alpha's going to try to stick it around the outside, maybe go for a switchback, switch in. King pushes him out wide.
And that's a great move by
Very
King there.
nice move from King. Kept it very clean all throughout turn one in these wet conditions as well.
Now he's going to be wanting to have the pace that he had behind him to try and bridge a gap to Alpha.
Jack has fallen back 1.7 seconds behind Jackson and Shane now.
Alpha is not giving this
Jackson
up
wanted to make the move, making contact on the rear wheel. Jackson's being really aggressive now to try and get into the one of the top spots anyways. Ooh, both going really deep into the corner. Jackson's going to try getting a better exit than Shane. He does not. He's losing time. Looks like not many battles going on. Comet and Keva still going at it.
We're looking at time penalties right now. Jack will both jump both Jackson and Shane due to time penalties if he's able to keep within this time anyway.
If he does keep within that 3-second gap, he will jump into 5th place.
DRS isn't a factor,
which will start him.
but King has dropped
We will start 3rd.
Alpha by a second at the moment, so he's got the pace even whilst out in front.
We have a lot more pace. So far for the feature race, we have King starting 8th, and so far we'll have TKD starting pole. At the moment.
Which he's probably
King
gonna be
will
happy
win
with.
this sprint race.
Just clawing back into the second gap there, Alpha, but straight back out of it again, as King gets another lethal launch in the last turn.
Jack is losing out. Kane's gonna.
Focus up the inside of Kevo.
Jackson's gonna try and get it.
Unable to pull it off there, unfortunately. Good effort. Great launch over Kevo. Gonna go around for the outside.
Ooh, Shane going really wide and leaving door open for Jackson. Jackson not close enough to get the move done.
Kevo appears to be lagging here. This is going to not be easy for Folksy with this. And Kevo's just able to maintain the position for now, but Folksy is not going to let up. He's going to keep knocking on that door until Kevo has no choice but to open it and let him in. Although right now Kevo would be handed back that position anyway due to time penalties.
Shane is defending really well against Jackson here, taking the right lines to shut the inside off and not let Jackson get the good exits.
Got ball with Jackson as he goes down, getting ready for the back straight. Very popular overtaking spot here as you get to the end of it with the hairpin. Especially in these positions, you have to be very, very brave to be the latest of the late breakers.
No DRS in these wet conditions. It's pretty hard to actually gain time on these back straight. Slipstream just isn't that powerful at the moment. Only gains you a couple tenths if you 6 tenths back, and only giving you 4 tenths, 3 tenths.
Looks like Clement is out of the race with the X beside his name.
Oh, Jackson making contact with Shane.
Ooh,
Jackson gonna get a better exit. No, they get a similar exit. Jackson just setting the fastest lap. Also,
almost dipping into the 159s there.
Now. Round the outside goes Jackson. Shane trying to keep the inside. Jackson is going to keep it round the outside, is he?
Round the outside, round the outside.
It is. And down the inside goes Jackson, but Shane trying to get the better exit. Losing the car in the end does not get the better exit of Jackson. Great move by Jackson round the outside.
Great move. Folksy now up the inside where all Wheels tapping him and Kevo hit Wheels. Folksy is desperate to get this position on Kevo. He knows he has the pace to get past him, it's just executing the overtake, which he's not able to do at the minute, unfortunately.
Ooh, send it round the outside. Kevo goes really defensive, maybe enough to let the door open now.
Great
Kevo,
move by Folksy.
Good Comet,
traction as well.
There goes Comet. Round the outside.
And there we go. Great move there on
Kevo
Kevo
not
from
taking
Folksy.
best line into the entrance now.
Folksy knows he has the
Trying to look
pace.
for the racing line.
So now he's going to try and bridge the gap if he can. Shane's dropped behind Jackson here. There we go, Folksy almost up to a second, 8/10 in a minute in front of Kevo, which just shows he has that blistering
There
pace
really
over
isn't
him.
anything going on right now besides Vista trying to catch up to Artistic.
Yellow, who's spun?
Second time.
With the yellow. Not quite sure who that was. Was that Kennedy? Yes, it was. He loses a few positions there. That's unfortunate.
No. But yeah, Kevo had a little, I think they had a little incident, but there's not really any positions. But now he's on the back foot against Kennedy. Here
we go. Jackson has now dropped Shane by a second. Very nice. Very nicely done there.
And now has cut Shane.
Morse here going into the hairpin. Runs a little bit wide. Not sure that's the line that he opted for, but he manages to recover it well and get it back in a straight line as we go up to the final corner here.
He has taken Kevo.
Running slightly wide again.
The Art has overtaken the Uni Virtuoso, but will Kevo come back at him down the inside? Does not have the grip to keep it. Does not have it, but will still around the outside or down the inside again. His little switchback.
What a switchback! Wow.
Will Kinetic get the better traction? He will only lose the rear a tiny bit.
That's a fantastic.
Actually, he's going to come back at him.
Switchback.
Kevo going defensive again. Maybe lose that to the outside once again. He will not. He will cover it off.
Yeah, I think he's learned from his previous mistake. But
With
Kennedy's
only 2 laps to go now.
launch.
Oh yeah, Kinetic goes.
Kevo recovers.
And Kevo keeps the place.
Another penalty there from Monster. Up to 8 seconds
there goes
now.
Canetti again, making contact, drifting across the corner.
Oi, 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 oi.
Lot of contact, but both have kept it together at the moment.
This may end in tears.
Canetti keeping it round the outside.
Kevo managing to hold it.
Kevo does keep the position.
That really could end in tears.
Back off a tiny bit, but Kevo will go defensive again.
Jackson's caught up to 6 man here, just 4/10 separates him now. These two, I believe, are teammates. Yes, they are. Both on the Team Trident there.
Yep, they are teammates. Trident.
I wonder if there's going to be any team orders here.
Let him past. Looks like, oh no, he disconnects his Maggie's lagging.
Well, Jackson is
before Kevo, Canetti going side by side through the straight once again.
Jackson's
going
completely
back
dropped Shane now. Oh, 159.8, that's a quick
side, going to the hairpin, who's delayed. No, Kevo does cover off the outside, does not let. Owen behind him, almost was spinning. Canetti again, coming back at him. Get a bit of contact in the gearbox.
There we go.
Canetti getting that massive launch once again that he's good at, looks like at the moment. They're going to go side by side into turn 1. Yep, Canetti is going to try to go around the outside. Kevo's going to defend the inside with all that it takes on this final lap now. Canetti will try go down the inside. No, he will not. They're going to have one last battle, maybe on the back straight.
Jackson now is
Yeah,
sixth.
really good battle.
As I say, they've dropped
Will
Shane by a
Jackson
second
let
and a
Mag
half. Very nicely
at the
done.
moment? Yeah, Jackson will start in front of Mag in third position.
Kennedy just running wide there. Kevo gets a better launch due to that.
Will Canetti go back again? No, maybe Canetti might not get the final battle. Yeah, these guys will be starting next to each other on the next race.
Let's see if Jackson can get six mag.
Canetti losing out a bit now. Yep, does not get the traction he wants on the grip.
Looks like there's no team orders here for Trident.
Jackson, go for the overtake.
Is he going to
Looks like he will go for down the inside or around the outside. Mag not going defensive. Leaves the door open for Jackson. Mag late braking.
Oh, both
and
running
Mag
a little wide.
losing out of position for going wide.
Jackson recovers better than six mag.
And nothing will stop the team orders now. Yep. We have King winning the sprint race. I didn't get to see him winning actually. We had a little battle. But yep, King does win. And we will see Kevo and Canetti lose out on Kevo. What a battle between them two.
Oh, Jack just about jumping Shane there by 6 thousandths due to that 3-second penalty. Monster looks like he's going to be P14 due to the 8 seconds of penalties. He may drop
side
behind.
by side, onto the line. Canetti overtakes Kevo on the line.
Wow. That was a great recovery.
I don't know about that. Canetti that could have been an illegal overtake for Canetti running wide and getting the better traction from going wide. But matter of fact, Jackson with a brilliant comeback from 16th from spinning out at lap 1. King taking the win, overtaking Alpha at Turmo, very nice move. Alpha second, Coconuts in third, Jackson fourth, Mag fifth, Jack sixth, Shane seventh, Deacon in eighth, and that concludes the points positions and the reverse grade for the next race. Very good race.
Dermot Vista there.
Cross line goes Vista.
Here we see Genie low fuel. That's unfortunate.
And crawling across the line, the two Carlin races. He is ghosted, is he not? He is.
There we go. That'll be the conclusion of this race.
That'll be it for the sprint race. A lot of battles going on in that race, very entertaining. Yeah, driver of the day, I probably have to say maybe Jack. Looks like Sam got it in game. A lot of good overtakes though.
I think for that conditions. For that driver of the day, I'd have to say for the sprint race there, probably Jackson after that spin. Great recovery to get back into P4, I think it was.
4, yeah.
Concludes that.
Oh yeah, this is the feature race now, mind. The sprint race is next. So maximum points for King at the moment. Well, besides 1 point for fastest lap, which goes to Jackson with a 59.8.
So at the end of that, we have in P1 King, P2 Alpha, P3 Coconuts, P4 Jackson with the fastest lap as well. The only one I believe to dip into the 159s, P5 6 Mag, P6 Jack, P7 Shane, TKD in 8 Sam Brooks, P9 Kennedy in P10, P11 Kevo, P12 Folksy, P13 Owen, P14 Monster, P15 Domid Vista, P16 Artistic Genie, P17 the driver, Asteroid P18, My Ghost, Clement P20 and Toad who retired. It does look as though Jackson was the only one to dip below the 2-minute mark, so that's a very very good lap. And it'll be TKD on pole in the next race. That follows.
It'll be, let's see if King can follow up his win in the feature race. There's a lot of pace in King and Alpha to see who can come out on top overtakes. Well, we'll see if it will be wet or dry. I want to see a dry race now. See how good everyone's pace is in the F2 dry. It is dry and overcast.
Very, very dark. Looks like The
It
clouds
looks like a dry pit lane.
may start to pour shortly, but at the start, all that matters for now is that it is dry.
Very interesting for strategies if it does start raining.
If anyone in the race is watching the stream, could let us know if it is going to rain. It looks like it may, but it may just be before they start to clear and the sun shines through. Waiting for the last few people to ready up.
There we go. Onto the formation lap we go.
Here we go, now formation lap.
So yeah, it will be starting on medium tyres.
Yeah.
Every single person on the medium. Well, yeah, it looks like we're going to see another battle between Kevin and Kennedy, which will be very nice for them to battle again.
Yes, that would be a good battle to keep an eye. I think we've got a couple here. We've got Shane in
Oh!
P2 while Jackson's in
Jackson spun.
P5. Oh, he has.
Yeah, Jackson spun.
That's not great. It looks like,
Spinning
due
on the
to
formation
penalties, Shane did drop a couple of positions, but that might have worked in his favour.
Yeah,
Instead of
he
starting
did drop
P6, so P3, because he would have finished P5, no P6, but he finished P7. So, because he finished P7, he's now in P2.
Puts him in second place. Astrad has been disqualified from the formation lap. I don't know why, because he hasn't collided with anyone, looks like it. But yeah, Jackson has spun on the formation lap.
There's going to be a few battles, Shane and Jackson, if Jackson's able to catch up to him and pass Jack and Six Mag.
I think Mag and Jackson will be, and
Kevo
I think the top three will have a massive lane. It will be King coming across.
And Alpha
Oh,
Sons
Sambrook
and
has
King.
just absolutely just sped off.
Yeah, I think he wants to be out in front because he knows he won't get it for the rest of the race. So he wants to experience what getting chased by the rest of it feels like. But he will be returned to position shortly. And he will have...
It'll be his fault, his tyres will be
colder
cold.
tyres. He's trying to warm them up here. I mean, I'm not sure there's any point. Because, there we go, AI takes over and you're now going to have cold tyres. Hope you enjoyed being in P1 while it lasts, but... You know, now you had the motivation to prove me wrong and win the race. You're not going to get it again. You're not going to get it again. If you can hear me, prove me wrong. P9 to 1, that'd be nice. Here we see
Jackson is actually... Jackson probably spinning, probably putting him in favour to not get cold tyres than the rest of the group.
Yes.
But it will be a very nice run up to turn 1, side by side maybe with Shane and TKD. You would take the honour to do the lights out?
I certainly can, as they line up and form 20 cars here on the grid. 21 cars, sorry, on the grid.
Yeah, Astrod got disqualified, so he can allow same 20.
12 laps. There's the difference between now
And that is all of them lined up.
and the points. Here we are.
I'm going to go
come on
to Canete. See what start he can get on the front.
Let's see when the lights come on.
The light should be coming on with a 3, 2, 1.
Can't hear the engines, so they should come on shortly. Hopefully now. Yep, here we are.
There we
3,
go.
4, 5. And they've got the lights are out. Who can get the best launch here? Let's have a look. Looks like...
Ooh, looks like Kevo got the best launch.
Yeah, Kevo managed to make up a couple of spots.
There's a lot of contact
there.
and there's a spin behind. That is Shane gone. And the comet, there's a lot of contact behind.
Aye, aye, aye. Folksy. Oh, that's...
That's a lot of contact behind.
That's not the
That's
start you
Shane
want.
dropping to 13th place.
That is unfortunate.
Kevo, what a start for Kevo, going side by side with Coconut. Oh, that's Alpha. Now we'll go down the inside back on Alpha.
Ooh,
Trying to stick
Coconut.
it round the outside. He goes. Another yellow flag.
There's a
the
lot
hairpin.
going
It
on
looks
here.
like it was. A lot of the back going on right now. Dropping down 12th place with Vista. Going around the outside on him. No, he will not. Oh, so he got a bit of Finland's camera.
This is what we like to see.
But Shane, what terrible start from Shane going into 11th place. But now we have everyone packed up going into the straight. It's going to be an overtake galore right now.
Coconuts
Kevo. Oh,
up the inside of Jack.
Switch back on Kevo. The side by side with Coconut and Jack. Jack's going to get the bit of leaning on here with, I don't know what, how he's faster, but he goes ahead. And it looks like side by side going into the hairpin with TKD and Mag. What a start from Mag actually.
Coconuts.
Yep,
Ooh,
TKD
turned
having
in
the
on
back
there
of
by
Mag
Jack.
around.
Jack could have been a bit more patient.
Oh, TKD spun.
Oh, wow. That
Jackson
was
has spun.
unfortunate.
I don't know if Jackson has spun out. TK. Have to get his POV from that.
That's
But
unfortunate. Jackson there.
has gone into the lead of the sprint race.
P1. It's in good stead for Team Trident here as they are in P1
Kevo
and
then
2.
going around the outside. Oh no, TK is back in first. Never mind, no he's not. I don't know what happened there, but
Nah, it's the leaderboard
all
glitch.
of the all
Unfortunately.
of the leaderboard glitches happening right now.
But just to let everyone know, Jackson is P1 followed by 6 mates. Both Team Trident cars are up top. This is great for them. They're in good stead for this race if they can keep this.
So Jack is trying to make his way back up to the top of time wins. You are in P2 at the moment. You're P1.
Apparently so, but it's the last we're going to see my name up there, I'll tell you that much. I'm actually in the pits. Right, there's no delta at the moment, but Kevo's
Sam
right on the
has
back of
actually
Jack.
dropped positions.
Let's see if we can pull anything off here. Going down the back straight. Looks like it gets a okay launch, Jack. Let's go. Oh, but he gets a great launch there. Oh, running wide.
Gonna go wide.
And that gives
very
Alpha
wide
Stuns
there.
a great run.
Going to take advantage now.
And that's P6
And
for
there
Alpha.
goes Kevo going to big defensive. No.
P5, sorry, for Alpha.
Into 5th. He goes. Canete also coming back at Kevo.
Oh,
and
Kevo.
Kevo down inside and hits Jack.
Oi,
And Canete
oi, oi.
hits Alpha.
That is very, very clumsy from Kevo there. Very clumsy.
Kevo hitting Jack, which means Alpha hit. Oh, Canete going around that side, going wide though. Gonna get their exit. Good, and Canete. Well, here comes Shane.
Shane, out of
Going
nowhere.
for them both.
Round the outside of, is that 1? Is that 2? Yes, it
There
is.
it goes.
Can he hold it round the outside of Kennedy? Kennedy. It's going to be close.
It's 4. It's gonna be 4 at the moment.
Can he hold it here? Hold the inside, getting a bit of grass on his camera there. Yes, he can.
Oh, and
Nicely done.
yep, there goes spin. I don't know who it was. I think it was. Yep, it was King going for a spin down on the inside of one of the drivers. Kevo gonna go down the inside on Canete.
Oh, great move.
Very, very late dive.
Very nice
And,
move there.
yeah, that's the move done.
Max Verstappen-esque to get that dive late and pull it off like that. Very nicely done. He done a Kvyat-esque one earlier as he hit the rear going into the hairpin, but that made up for it.
Shane moving back into 6th place from pole position. It wasn't pole, was it? It was
P2.
second.
Yep.
Dropped all the way down to 11th place. Now
That's
back
Jackson,
into 6th place. Very good.
just as I predicted, clawing his way up, now in P1, so
Coconut
P5.
has overtaken, Mag. Coconut overtaken Mag. I'm going to see a little battle going on between the top 7-ish. 7 between 4.
Kennedy running wide again.
They get very tight. Nete, yep, DRS is activated now. The first bit DRS of all the races now. Nete is going to try and get the better launch out of the hairpin. on Kiva. He doesn't gear up, doesn't shift actually.
Jackson, fastest lap of the race.
Just
And
get the
that's a
better
great
exit
launch.
out
Wow.
of the corner, and there he goes, overtaking again on Ever. These two are
That
going
is
to
a
have it all
fantastic
night.
launch.
Okay, but we'll push him round to the outside, force him into a bit of a mistake. Kevo will take the inside line. Canetti's going to take the inside line on the next corner.
Well held
He
there by
will.
Canetti.
And Canetti does keep the move, but here comes back on Kevo.
Ooh,
Ooh,
loses rear.
Canetti
Bit
does
of
turn into
contact.
Kevo.
Bit of contact.
And Kevo down the inside he goes. These two battling all night. Kevo give him a little bit of a tap there.
Oh, and
Now
that's
Owen
Shane spun.
back on Canetti.
That's
And Shane
unfortunate.
has spun once again.
Owen on the
Giving no wing
outside.
damage. He does not have wing damage, no.
Owen on the outside of Canetti. Nicely done there. We saw him sniffing
Like,
earlier.
yeah, it looks like Shane has retired.
There we go. As Canetti and Kevo were fighting, we saw Owen sniffing out something there. And that's exactly what he was sniffing out. The overtake runs wide,
Owen
unfortunately.
goes wide again. Canetti penalty.
As we see Jack
Canetti
onto
does
Alpha.
get penalty.
Can he get the switch back here and get another back straight? It looks like Jack's going to get great traction. Yes, he does. Alpha turns in slightly on him. Contact made.
Side by side again.
They both keep it
Alpha
straight.
does get better exit.
Let's see if the DRS of
And here
Jack.
comes
There should
Owen.
be an easy
Owen
overtake. Easy overtake there for Jack. Yeah, which is followed by an easy overtake from Owen on Kevo as well. Let's see if Jack can hold it into the corner.
Ooh, Astron on Canetti.
Can just about. Let's see if Owen can hold it into the corner. Kevo dives. What a great move by Kevo. And he retains P6.
Kevo, very
and
nice.
that's Astroud who spins there, going out of the hairpin possible contact with not sure who.
Canetti hitting.
That is unfortunate. PLR
And
Owen.
here comes Owen back on Kevo around the outside.
Oh, Kevo! Blimey, Kevo goes right into the side of him. I'm not sure what that was there.
Yeah,
that was self-error. Yes, that is unfortunate. After some great battles, that is unfortunate. Alpha getting it back on Jack.
Does get the braking point a bit wrong, but unlucky. Now Jack coming back at Alpha. Gotta go down the inside. He will. Will he not? He will.
Oh, what a move by Jack! A late dive.
Oh, but
Runs a
Alpha
little
gets a
wide,
switchback.
but Alpha
And there
gets
it
a
goes.
switchback. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. On the softs there for Toad now, and I'm going to assume the other two that pitted.
7 laps left.
No, on to mediums. 7 laps left of this race. Just one away from the halfway point.
Canetti has lost out on a lot of positions.
We go to the back here. Monster just on the back of Folksy. Oh, Astrod spins again. Caught right on there. Monster goes a little wide, probably caught off guard by the spinning of his teammate right in front of him. That's not weird, want to see. Folks are getting the better of the two launches there. Monster just needs to stay within a second to get the DRS. Domed Vista DNF as we go past him shortly. Not sure where. It looks like he's just retired on track after a little spin.
He has retired on track. He has retired on track. Yeah, he has.
Yes, he has. I'm not sure that's allowed. That'll have to be looked at after. I know in the normal PLR races there is no retiring on the track. Wants to run a little wide here. He's desperate to keep within the 1 second, but he's unable to, unfortunately, heading into this DRS detection zone. No, that's unfortunate. Hop back on Bobby Clement as he goes for a move on the driver who is AI. Looks like they're both AI, in fact. So we're not going to watch that because we're going to instead jump up.
Toad down in 20th place. Not doing very good at the moment.
King, who looked like he was within touching distance of
Jackson
someone,
will
9/10.
dominate this race.
Head up to Jack here, just on the back of Alpha. Looks like them two could be, once they're done fighting with each other, maybe pushing up to try and get 6 mag to get on that podium, but it looks like Jackson is strong out ahead here as we do hit the midway mark of this race. And King has made up 5/10 just in this lap.
It's
That
PLR Toad.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Toad not having a great time here. He might be going to retire in the pits now. Would not surprise me.
Oh no, he's just hit
Yeah,
it,
it looks
put it
like
into the wall.
he practically retired himself into the pits there, and King gets on the outside of Kevo, and there's nothing Kevo can do about that. Surely he's not going to go for the dive back on him. No, he doesn't. Thinks better of it, and that is P8 for King at the moment. He looks like he's going to stay that way as well. Once again, two AIs. It's fooling me because of how close they are. Kevo, is he going to come back on King here into turn 1? DRS is open, goes on the late dive to the inside. Can he break in time this time? Yes, he can. Oh,
Hit his
DKD.
teammate. You hit him.
Oh, sorry, King, sorry, him both making contact.
I don't think King will be happy about that.
RG, Bargy, Onion Bargy there. After last night in the comms, Mark messaging me, he's talking about Onion Bargies, made me hungry. I thought I would give it straight back at him tonight. How about that? King is not letting Kevo go, staying right on his tail. Sandbrook's 3-second penalty. Penalty. I think King is planning a launch back at him, possibly up the back straight here.
Yeah, so King will get the DRS, obviously.
King will get DRS. Let's see if he's able to make it.
That is a... And yeah, King will get a comfortable overtake.
Looks like he can. Very nicely
Have a come back at him? Yeah,
Kevo holds it
now.
up the inside. Ooh, a little bit of contact from the teammates. And Kevo gets the launch he needs to defend himself. But there is a DRS section on the pit straight. Let's see what happens here. Doesn't look like a whole lot is going to change. Oh, King gets around the outside. Kevo holds the inside. King launches it right round, and Kevo is unable to maintain that. Let's see if we can hold it up here going into turn 2, into turn 3 as well. King holds the inside line. Very nicely done. Yes, he does. That's King ahead. They have dropped down to Monster and Ostrad, his teammate. Monster's going to get DRS. This should be quite the simple overtake on his teammate. Here we go. Terrar gives him a little wave and says, see you in the garage in a couple of laps time. Takes hairpin nicely there. Astrod going for a possible cutback. No, he doesn't get a switchback done. Let's see if he's able to hold out ahead as we hit the DRS of the pit straight here. Astrod is hunting him down. He says, no, you'll be in the garage making tea for me and getting the biscuits ready. No, he doesn't. He says, don't worry, I'll put the kettle on, darling. And let Monster stay ahead there. Thought better of that move.
Mate, you're a waffler.
That's what you gotta do, mate. That's what you gotta do. You've been doing it for the last half hour. I need to get words in somehow. Artistic
Genius has retired.
And he's out. Rest in peace. Here we go. The two teammates are still fighting, but I don't think anything's going to happen here. Monster looks quite comfortable ahead of him. I think this is actually the closest battle across the grid right now by looks of things. The Clement and the driver are both AI, so I'm not even going to bother looking at that. Look at penalties. Coconut, Sandbrook, Shane and Kennedy all joined on 3 seconds. Nicely done. Monster could get a double overtake here on that AI, especially coming to the pit. If he's not able to do it here, his teammate losing his rear end, so he may just about get out of DRS range as well. Although Ostrad will stay in the DRS range of the AI. And he's probably not close enough to Monster, although he got a great launch out of there. DRS open. No, that would be too late of a lunge. Probably just going to save it for the pit straight DRS here. Oh, Great move by Astrod. Mortzer just goes a little bit wide. He's going to try and hold it up the inside. Astrod gives him the space, goes for the switchback, looks like with the DRS, and he pulls it off. Mortzer's not able to do anything about that. Nothing can be done there, unfortunately, for Mortzer. Shane is making up ground on Sam Brooks.
Alright.
Mortzer coming back at his teammate.
All going on right now, but at the moment it looks like it will be Alpha and 6-man.
Coming into the last quarter of this race, people are going to be desperate to try and get as far up the grid as possible. The stuns. All 6-mags gets a bit of rear end loss. Alpha with a great launch. Not sure he's going to go for it here. He's going to save it for the DRS Kennedy. That is a retirement from him, unfortunately. Looks like Astrod may have dropped his teammate Monster by about 8/10, still within DRS, but Astrod does have 3 seconds. So as long as he can stay within that, Monster will jump his teammate and gain P13 in this race. Shane losing out to Folksy there. Oh, Shane's in the pits.
Looks like Alpha will make the overtake on this lap on the 6-man to get that final podium place.
Which means Monster will now go to P2. He's able to stay within 3 seconds.
Mag losing out a bit on the exit.
Yeah,
Alpha will get the move done before the DRS.
DRS active.
On the line they go, and there goes Alpha.
6-mag trying to get within the slipstream. 6-mag sends it round the outside. Does he get the switch back? Both losing it a little bit.
I'm not doing anything about it. So Owen's going to try to overtake Jack now. 6-mag will
2 laps to go. Also looks like he's making up a lot of time with his teammate. Let's see what happens here. We're going to go back up to 6-mag for the meantime as he's close to Alpha. Almost getting the move done there. Shane straight back up into P15, P14. Now he's going to be on the hunt for Monster with those fresh compound of tyre. Try and reclaim P13. Although it does set up the 3-second gap that you'll have to make as well in 2 laps.
Yeah, we are going to come on to final lap soon. Will 6-mag be able to get an overtake on the on the damn Alpha Tower? Alpha Tower, Jesus Christ, Alpha.
Depending on how quick Alpha can go and if 6-mag can get dragged along by him, Coconuts may actually drop out of the podium. I mean, it's very unlikely seeing as Coconut's pace over them two, but still a possibility due to the penalty. So that's something to look out for. Not a chance of an overtake here, unfortunately. Monster 2.6 seconds behind his teammate. He needs to stay within 3 seconds to get the leap of position on him. And he's got just about a lap and a half to do that. As Jackson goes into the last lap here. Gonna go on board with him. He's had a very good race. Started in I can't remember now, where did he start? He started in P5, that's right. P5 pretty much took control of the race from the start and just showed the boys how it's done here in these F2 cars. Got a 3.7 second to the person behind Coconuts. Coconuts has a 3-second penalty as well. So that's a comfortable lead for Jackson right now. Just needs to bring it home for Trident.
Alpha is going to try and get into that 3-second gap from Coconut in just the one lap. He needs 8 tenths, 9 tenths a second now.
I think the 6 mag Team Trident car, unfortunately, won't be able to make it onto the podium.
Just sort of like TKD will overtake.
And Monster has dropped out of the 3-second gap to his teammate now. That is unfortunate.
Yeah,
3.7
Cadet has
seconds.
retired, I've only just realised that.
Yeah, he
Cadet
retired a few laps ago. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I looked at the pits, but he wasn't in the pits when it happened, so he may have genuinely crashed, but I'm not too sure on that one.
Oh wait, no, yeah, he crashed himself into the pits. On purpose. I just saw that along.
Was it? Oh, okay. Shane, 145.8
Right, well, we are going to focus
on the
on
nose.
PR underscore G Jackson 06 to see him come round the final corner.
Here we go, Jackson
With
here.
a comfortable lead of
Final
4
corner.
seconds.
Very, very good race from him.
Very good race. And he takes a checkered flag in China. Coconut in second, Alpha coming home in third. Mag settling.
Unfortunate.
No, Jackson. Yep. Then DKD will overtake Owen. Penalties. King finishing where he started with Kevo in 9th. Sam going in 10th. Oh, that was a really good race. Set of races tonight.
Not sure Morton's going to be able to recover that 1.5 second gap, 1.8 second gap now to his teammate in time. Unfortunately for him, he's going to have to settle for P13 in this race. Sandbrick's just crossing the line here. Folks, it's just about to cross it, as we can see here. Stroud, sorry if I said your name wrong, but here he is. P12, followed closely behind by his teammate Monster. Final corner and across the line. Shane, P14, not a bad race from him.
Final person to cross the line now.
There we go.
Oh, that is the end of F2 tonight. Very, very good set of races. Good race between Kanete and Kevo, going at it every single race until, well, Kanete obviously spinning out on the end due to self-driving mistake, going down the inside. Yeah, that's a really good 2 races, that.
There we go. All smiles up on the podium today.
Alright, well, that is going to be the end of tonight of the feature race and sprint race. So the feature race, we do have King winning the feature race and Jackson in the sprint race. That is going to be it for tonight, I guess. And hopefully I will be able to commentate this again next week.
So yeah, just going through the last here, we have Jackson in P1 with the fastest lap by looks of it as well, 1:47.0, which I thought Shane, yeah, 1:45.8, so I'm not sure why that is. Interesting. He got the fastest lap award apparently. Just Coconut's P2, P3 Alpha.
Because Shane isn't in the points, he won't count.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's correct.
So Jackson does get the fastest.
Jackson did get the fastest, yeah. P4 6 made Jack in P5, TKD 6th, Owen 7th, 8th King, 9th Kebo, 10th Sam Brooks. Then we have Folksy in P11, Astrad P12, followed close by his teammate P13 Monster, Shane in 14th with the overall fastest lap, but as said, Dave's not in the points, so he won't get it. Then followed by the driver Clement, my Ghost, and then I believe it's Kennedy, Toad, and unfortunately I can't remember the last retiree of the race.
It was was it a Carlin?
Artistic Genie and Domed Vista.
Yeah, that's him.
Are the last 2 that unfortunately didn't finish. Well, that's been the F2 race for tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in. Tune in again tomorrow night at the same time, 10 PM BST, for the Tier 3 race in PLR. hopefully see you there, and I look forward to it. Once again, thanks very much, ladies and gents, for tuning in, and I will see you myself next Wednesday. Take care.